Hi, welcome back to Feel Food Factor. Today I'm going to show you a very traditional South Indian recipe. It's a yogurt based curry that's made out of snake gourd or chichinda. So for that I have taken quarter kilo of snake gourd and I've cut it into thin slices, and also I've cut in some coriander leaves or and also green chilies. Then 1 cup of yogurt, and then I've soaked 2 tablespoons of mustard seeds along with a few grains of rice for 1 hour. And now for tadka, I've taken jeera seeds, and then urad dal, methi seeds, dry red chili, curry leaves, hing, and also I'm going to add in salt and turmeric. Now I'm going to take a vessel and add a little bit of water to it, and I'm going to dump in the snake gourd in that water. We need very little water for this because there is a lot of water coming out of the snake gourd already. And I'm going to add in a little bit of salt, and I'm going to cook this for about 10 minutes. So ideally my snake gourd is very tender, so I did not pressure cook it. If the snake gourd is a little bit on a tougher side, that's when you can pressure cook it for one whistle. So I'm going to place a lid on the snake gourd and I will cook it for 10 minutes, and in the meanwhile I'm going to do the remaining procedure. So I have taken a yogurt in a bowl and I'm going to beat it to a smooth consistency. I've added about a quarter glass of milk to this. So by adding milk to any yogurt based curries, what it does is it does not uh, give any sourness to the yogurt even after the vegetables are mixed in. Now into a mortar and pestle, I'm going to make a paste of the mustard and the rice granules. Here I'm going to crush them really nice and make a paste out of it. You can also grind it in your regular mixer jar, but then very little quantities generally don't get ground properly in a mixer jar. That's the reason I'm using the traditional method. So this is a very little quantity which is not going to crush under the blades. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a very little bit, teeny tiny bit of oil, and I'm going to make a milk kind of consistency paste here. So when the milk floats on top, that's when you know that the strong flavors of the mustard comes out. Until then it's going to take about 5 minutes for it to crush, not more. So yeah, my paste is ready. In the meanwhile, I also checked on the snake gourd and that's also cooked and soft now. So I'm going to keep it aside until it cools down, because when it's hot I cannot add it to the yogurt mixture. So I switched off the flame, put the lid on, and I let it cool down for about 10 minutes. So in the meanwhile, I've mixed the coriander leaves and the hara dhania, and also I'm going to mix in the mustard paste that I just made into the yogurt so that the flavors are absorbed into the yogurt. And after the snake gourd is also cooled off, I've squeezed all the water from it and I'm going to add it to the yogurt mixture. So if you want, you can check the salt, and if you see if the salt is a little on the lesser side, you can add the salt at this point of time. And now it's time for tadka. So I'm adding a little bit of ghee. You can also use oil if you like to, but ghee gives a very unique and very nice flavor to this yogurt sauce. So once the ghee is all melted, I'm adding all the tadka like the jeera, and then urad dal and methi seeds, red chili, green chili, and also the curry leaves, hing and turmeric. So I'm going to fry them until they turn nice and brown and all the nice flavors come out of the hing and the curry leaves. So it takes a few seconds for it to be brown, because we don't want it to be burnt, so the flame is on a very low, and I'm mixing in all the ingredients very frequently so that they all get even coloring. See how nice and yellow and brown it is. So now I'm going to add this tadka to the yogurt and the snake gourd mixture. So if you want, you can skip the turmeric here if you prefer your yogurt based curry to be white. So I like it a little bit yellow, so I added turmeric. So now just before serving, I'm going to mix it well. So this is going to taste very good with rice and rotis also, and it's very healthy and it has no onion and no garlic. So do try this recipe and tell me how you like it in the comment section, and also post a pic on my Instagram page. Like, share and subscribe to Feel Food Factor.